again guys, welcome to another video. And true to form, I'm starting my artwork off with a pencil drawing because I don't want to deal with proportions and sizes and all that stuff while I'm actually using the ballpoint. No matter how good of a shader you are, if you don't get your line art correct in the beginning, it's not going to look like the gorilla you're trying to draw. The reference photo I decided to use was a very dark image, and I thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to shade in the whole right hand side of this artwork with a ballpoint pen. I'll be 90 years old by the time I actually finish it. So I switched to using India ink and a watercolour brush to block out all the areas that was just jet black. Whenever I start a portrait, I always start with the eyes first, and that's because you can see your artwork actually come together before it's even finished. And this is actually the lighter side of the gorilla's face, where his brow is actually casting a heavy shadow into that eye socket, so I was able to go jet black and slowly transition to a lighter mid-tone on his cheek. I drew my transitions by lightly stroking the page, and I mean lightly stroking the page, like hardly touching it, and then I went over and over the same area, probably pushing a bit harder to build up the value I wanted for that particular area. Layered cross-hatching was also used to produce the same effect really. The wrinkles on his face were a big challenge for me, I think, because I didn't want him to look too cartoony, if that's even a word, and I decided to just do it how I would use charcoal, for example. Just colour in the darkest part and slowly transition out to a lighter tone. The only difference is with this, you have to lightly stroke the page with the ballpoint to create them values, instead of just using your finger or whatever you like to use to create that soft blend. At this point I've started on the gorilla's hair, and I started off with a ballpoint, but it was taking me too long, so I decided to switch to a pentel pocket brush. It was very good at quickly drawing on them short spiky hairs, and it helped me a long way into finishing a massive bulk of this artwork. His nose and his mouth were drawn in exactly the same way as the eyes, and that's lightly stroking the page, getting dark in some places using layered cross-hatching. I know I make that sound easier than what it is, but there's so many different ways that you can use a ballpoint. I could have been way softer than what I was, but I thought this looks like an aged silverback, and I kind of love how rough it's turned out. I don't know if you noticed at the top of the video is this weird shine reflected by the lights, and this is a problem that I think ballpoint has, well, all ink I think has, is that it's a bit like graphite. It leaves you with a weird shine if you don't build up your layers properly. But if you stick with me to the end of the video, I'll actually tell you how I got rid of it. Moving on to the big monkey pecs that this gorilla has. They were very easy to shade. One side was light, one side was dark. And if you get him closely enough, on the light side of his pecs, you can actually see how light my cross-hatching gets to create this illusion of a transition. It's been great drawing this gorilla. I haven't used ballpoint in months really, and as you know from my videos, I've been doing a lot of watercolour work. So I think my next video is definitely going to be another ballpoint pen drawing, but I'm going to make it on how I shade and how I use it. If you're interested in something like that, just leave me a comment on this video. Okay then guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I also bet I know what you're thinking. Where did that shine go at the end of the time lapse? And the reason why it happened is because the ballpoint is a different composition to this India ink, so I got this weird two-tonal shine thing coming off it, and you're right, it made it look horrible. and how I got rid of it was varnish. I just sprayed matte varnish on it 3 or 4 times, and it flattened it all down, and you get this nice even value. And I know you use it for everything, but it saved my work so many times. If I ever have a problem, because I like to experiment with everything, I just spray it with this and it sorts it out. So also, don't use a watercolour brush for this stuff. I don't know if I can clean it up with boiling water or something, but I'm going to say this is knackered now and I can't fix it. But hope you like this gorilla. Please like, subscribe and share, and thank you very much for watching.